Mic on করতেছো?
Yep. Welcome guys to the stream. So guys, we have Sindic4te today with us for casting the game.
Hello everyone. And this should be an interesting game between DF and O.D.S.T. Really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, after the good performance from DF last game against the TRD, there's high hope that they play very.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how they fare against this lineup of O.D.S.T. And we are heading into Champ Select with O.D.S.T on the blue side and DF on the red side. So yeah, bans against DF. What are you expecting? Any specific target in bans?
Against DF, I think they might go for the LeBlanc. I don't know. Yeah, Blackfield was one of his picks too. Alred might get banned for like a Draven.
Okay. And I won't be surprised to see Thresh maybe for Synchro as well.
Yeah, the three expected ban. Sure about it, cause I don't see like Darker Than Z here, or I don't recognize the top laner. So maybe I don't know. Actually, I don't know their picks.
Lucifer is playing jungle, and I think Lutter of Chalice will be playing top, but I'm not sure though.
So on the opponent hat, Terex is going for the support. They might ban like the Echo ban is for the jungle. They might ban the Anivia. Exactly that what I was trying to say.
Yeah, definitely one of Dastan's stronger picks.
And the Jinx maybe. The third pick ban might be Jinx.
Yeah, might be a Camille ban. Okay, that's interesting. That's not something that we see more often. Camille ban. But I guess that's not something that they're comfortable playing against, which is why they opted for the ban.
I don't know about the picks of Lucifer or Lucifer of Chalice. I guess that's why I don't know his picks. So I can assume that he plays well, or they're afraid of Camel.
I think it's just the pick that they don't want to play against. The Pantheon was the last ban, and Morgana first pick by O.D.S.T. That is a really strong pick that they take.
Okay, there goes the Draven for DF Alred.
That's one of his main champions, which he'll be very happy to be getting.
Okay,
but he changes
pick.
it.
That's an interesting pick. Like, I think he's not confident enough to pull it with Draven.
Yeah, even though Draven is a lane dominant champion, but you need to win hard in lane with him, so there's a lot of pressure to win lane with him. But Lucian doesn't scale that badly into the late game, even if you don't win as hard in lane. So that's the first pick, and their second pick is the Kiana, which Savage did play to quite effect.
I didn't see Savage playing Kiana before. That might be an interesting pick and a different play style, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna flex it to the jungle, because we have seen a few Kiana jungles in this world as well. But I'm quite certain that it will be going over to Savage in the mid lane. And the Evelyn locked in for the jungle.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't here for that.
Yeah,
so
the Evelyn pick. Yeah, that's interesting as well. It's something that is very strong in the early game, very good for ganking, but it's pretty hard to pull off in the late game in team fights, so it needs to snowball really hard in the early game.
But to be very honest, like in all these years, I never have seen him playing like Evelyn before. Oh, okay, this is Shokia. Who's Shokia? Isn't like they're okay? This is not Infernal. My bad.
No, it's not.
When I saw Mugiwara, Dastan and Terex, it was all looking like it's Infernal.
Nah, nah, nah. It's a different version of Inferno that we're seeing here. So yeah, the last pick for DF was that Swain.
Okay, that's a
Fear they
flex
cannot
pick actually.
understand.
You can go Swain support or you can go top too. So that's a 50-50 chance, thinking of the opponent, what they pick, and they will lure the other thing into that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if they wanna opt for the Swain into the Morgana, because the stun isn't as strong in the early game, but still it'll be a pick to watch out for definitely. And the Syndra and Braum taken out from either sides. So they are saying that the Swain is probably going top, so they are still banning out the support. And something we haven't talked about is the Tristana, which right now isn't played as much in the bot lane as much as it's played in the solo lanes. Top lane and mid lane Tristana is really strong right now. The amount of pressure she can generate win like level 2 or 3 with her bomb and jumping on top of you, the damage is really insane. And the last ban from DF is the Malzahar taking out the day pick. Okay. They are hovering ADCs, but I don't know if that's what they're gonna lock in. Yeah, it's just the gangplank going. I'm assuming to the top lane. They could still flex the Kiana to the jungle and throw into support and pick another mid laner, but we'll have to see where it goes.
Kiana jungle.
Yeah, it is pretty good, especially considering that after your level 6 you can basically one-shot anyone from a brush. If you land her combo, like she can basically one-shot anyone. And the last two picks from O.D.S.T, Cannon locked in, and the last they are hovering the Nico, which will round out a pretty magic damage heavy comp. Dastan's Lissandra. Okay. Nah, he didn't lock into Lissandra. He went for the Nico instead. It is a really good pick, but again, as I was saying, like that's really magic damage heavy, so we'll have to see if that's gonna be a problem for them come late game. On the other side, they are hovering a Zed, which I don't think they will lock in the Silas. Okay, that makes more sense. And they lock in the LeBlanc. So yeah, it is a Kiana jungle, a Swain support, since LeBlanc will be going to mid.
Here.
And that's the thing, like it's really has okay, so Nico did opt for, unless Evelyn can kill someone off before they get there, Kiana and LeBlanc are gonna kill people. Yeah, but focusing on something that we have ignored up till now, the bot lane. What do you think of the matchup? Lucy.
Webcam.
Yeah. Yeah, the timing of the Black Shields will definitely be crucial against the Swain, because if you don't let him land his root, he can't really pull off his combo, right? So he can't really deal any damage to you in lane. As we head into the gate, loading screen, we can have a look at the runes of all the champions. Nico did opt for that Glacial Augment build, the Super Soaker build as they call it. Kennen with the Klepto, Kiana with the Electrocute, Swain with an Electrocute as well. GP with the Grasp. Pretty standard all around. The junglers, I have to say, will have their work cut out for them in this game. Both Kiana and Evelyn really need to, push their advantage however they can. Whether it's by, counter jungling or ganking, they need to get ahead. So it'll be interesting to see who can, push the advantage more. My game is stuck. Has yours started? Okay, can we sync our timers once the game starts? Okay, yeah. Is there an issue with your audio? I can't really hear you right now.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay, so both of the teams are starting off pretty safe passing. LeBlanc jumps in for a little bit of damage, but does back off. Kiana puts that ward in front of the raid count.
Is it good right now?
Yeah, your voice is back. Anyway, so standard start for both of the junglers. Oh no, Kiana went back and is gonna be starting her red, I believe.
Oh. Shadow, can you hear me right now? Talking to the chat, they are saying that they're
okay. I can hear you fine now, so it should be okay.
of the steam of the jungle.
Yeah, they start their respective reds. No, I don't think.
Bot might.
Okay.
Over there.
Yeah, Tristana took a lot of damage. So did Lucian. So it ended up pretty even. Both the AD carries going pretty low. Morgana started her W, which I find is interesting. It's more oriented for the poke. Oh, that's a good route from Swain, but they can't really trade any damage right now since Lucian is so low.
Okay, Cinco actually.
Yeah.
That's very easy.
The damage from Swain, I mean, that's not something that they expected. And Tristana was really low after that first trade, so he really should have respected the CC from the Swain more.
Okay, what happened in the last trade, like the early... Got ignited. Tristana didn't.
Get ignited, yeah.
That's where, that's how they move.
Pretty much. We do see Kiana heading up to the top lane right now, and there might be a gank. Kennen really needs to back off, and does so safely. So yeah, as you were saying before, Aldred is playing in the top lane, and Kulud is playing against him. So we do see two non-top laners fighting it off in the top lane. Kulud, who is a support main.
Support man and an
ADC main, yeah.
Okay, they
and in the
Alin way.
Yeah, the flash onto the Kiana and the charm, and then she is dead. That
was a 3, and that was executed.
Nico, shoved her lane pretty well and roamed to good effect. Does get the kill onto the Ev lane, okay.
But the interesting part over that Kiana cleared her topside jungle. Totally, that's why she's not losing it. Evelyn did check the whole jungle.
Evelyn didn't really find anything there.
That could have been a lot of damage for losing her life and her camps too. As when the camps were not up, already cleared it. Worked for her. It was less of a problem for her.
Yeah. Otherwise, that could have been devastating if she lost her camps as well as her life. I mean. Oh, Kiana with another gank in the mid lane this time around does land her stun, but the damage onto the LeBlanc might.
Oh my god, that was very.
Kennen comes in with the teleport and will flash for the kill. Yeah, he saw the LeBlanc HP and knew he couldn't let that go. Uses the flash, gets the kill. It's definitely worked for him.
That was a very good juke by Nico.
Yeah, it was, but she did get stunned by the Kiana, so that Kiana damage really set her HP low enough for them to go for the kill. Evelyn is topside right now. GP trades a bit with the cannon, but I don't think they'll go for a dive there. Yeah. In the bot lane, Spain zoning off Tristana pretty well.
I think the farm solution is already ahead by like.
Yeah, I think after that first blood, they're really wary of the Swain roots and aren't really going for any trades right now, which is why they can zone them off the waves pretty effectively. Nico is clearing off a pink ward. Kiana is there, might look to go aggressive on her, but Nico backs off. Swain was roaming there as well. And yeah, that CS difference in the bot lane is hurting O.D.S.T right now. They will need some help from their jungler to equalize this. Because the Swain, again, you see the Swain just zoning them off the wave. Not letting the Tristana get in range at all.
In himself can the
Yeah, but the thing is, he can't land his E as long as you have a Morgana with you who has a shield up, right? So that's not something that they need to be afraid of to this extent. You see the pink ward in the brush just to deny them even more. Deny them the vision.
How I like to play broad. Push bait or like they're in the bush, the opponent tries to engage and they're still afraid of coming in. Because anything can happen while walking to the either jungler can also.
Yeah, and especially if you have a support that has some sort of lockdown, if you can get a ward, pink ward in that brush and deny the vision, they don't know which direction the skill shot is coming from, so it makes it harder for you to dodge. And the gank from Evelyn, the flash binding from Morgana lands, and Lucian still gets the kill on the Evelyn, but will go down.
That might be a double kill, but no, it wasn't, because it was looted by Morgana as well.
Yeah, Morgana played that fight really well. A gank in the top lane from Kiana, but the Cannon ult does turn him up. Cannon should make it out alive, and does so successfully. GP getting hit by the turret, but yeah, backs off.
Was fun to watch though.
Yeah, he tried to get it a bit too far. Wasn't in range, unfortunately. So yeah, that bot lane advantage that Lucian had built up was pretty much equalized in that last fight. And as I was saying, like, Morgana played that fight really well. The flash binding, the ult for the stun, and then flashing out was well played by Morgana.
Yeah, over there, if the Morgana wouldn't have landed the ult, or would have like flash binding, then there might be a double kill.
Yeah, a roam from Swain in mid lane. Nico uses her ult, gets the shield, tries to back off, does flash out. Evelyn gets the kill on the LeBlanc instead, but Nico comes back. Okay, that was greedy. That was greedy from Nico. She should have just backed off.
I don't see anything over there for forward for so Evelyn came off with a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Evelyn got the kill and she made it out alive. So there was really okay. Evelyn finds the Nico in. Oh, Nico na. it's the Kiana. Sorry, Evelyn finds the Kiana in her jungle, but Kiana flashes out to safety. So yeah, the Evelyn 3-1 right now is pretty scary for DF. They really need to play around that pick right now, because if she finds you by yourself, she is gonna kill you. Evelyn quite possibly looking for another gank in the mid lane. Nico doesn't land her root though, so LeBlanc does make it out.
The Lord from able to.
Yeah, Evelyn right now can pretty much one-shot anybody, I think, even the GP.
Okay. Can like get away from the charm, like.
Yeah, but she still has a lot of damage even without the CC. They do see Evelyn in the top side, so DF might look for the dragon right now. They are trying a dive in the top lane while... Okay, Lucian should not have done that. That was really unnecessary for him to dive under the turret there while his team was going for that dragon. A really aggressive play from the Lucian does end up costing him his life and his team the dragon. Meanwhile, in the top lane, GP did survive that dive from the Evelyn.
He's going to die right now.
But right now, he doesn't have anything else. So yeah, that damage from that Evelyn, you see what I was talking about.
When I saw that cross for GP, and I thought that GP.
Oh, that's a good bait from the cannon, and they kill the LeBlanc. Oh my god, really well played from Cool Dude, using his Zonya and his stopwatch perfectly there to bait in the LeBlanc.
LeBlanc could have went for her.
Yeah, she could have, but she really wanted that kill, I believe. She used a lot of her time to go for that roam in the top lane.
So for now, O.D.S.T is ahead by...
No, it's not 3k yet. It's close to 3k. It's 2.8. Yeah. And most of that is because of the turret plates that they got in the mid lane and the kills. Because during that last round, LeBlanc wasn't in mid lane and Nico took like 3 turret plates by herself. Okay, LeBlanc going really aggressive. She tries to land the root, but Kiana can't really make it there for the kill. Nico uses her ult just to stay alive.
Not that we are in the game now.
I mean, the comp's not really the problem. As I was saying, like, both Evelyn and Kiana are like really snowbally junglers. So whichever is ahead in the mid game, whichever, you know, gets the early game lead is gonna try and snowball. So Evelyn just got the, I mean, the better end of the deal, I guess.
If the red team really doesn't go ahead in the kills or in device, then I don't guess they have O.D.S.T, because their
Yeah, exactly.
comp is a lot of C down there, Cannon and more. But Tristana might be able to.
Exactly, and the lead that the Evelyn got, that's bad news for DF, simply because you don't want that. Because if you're looking for the 1-3-1, Evelyn catching you out on a side lane and one-shotting you is not what you want to see, right? And that's what their comp is supposed to be. Like, GP and LeBlanc are supposed to be splitting off, and possibly LeBlanc and Kiana looking for picks if they can. But with the Evelyn this far ahead, that's going to be harder for them to pull off, simply because Evelyn is going to be looking for you instead, and she's going to be the one-shotting you. Because LeBlanc is 0-3 right now and is pretty far behind, so it's going to be hard for her. As I was saying that, another gank in the bot lane, Kiana with the gank. They kill off the Morgana, try and go for the Tristana, but Tristana does flash out. LeBlanc caught out by the Evelyn. Oh my god, that damage does distortion out.
That damage was just from the EQ and
yeah, just EQ and electrocute proc, that was it. LeBlanc still trying to bait in front of the Evelyn.
That's a BF from Evelyn.
I wouldn't be.
She's like, she's saying, yeah, you can come in all you want. I'm gonna kill you anyway.
And she is killing her right now, going in with her Nico and getting the kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Kennen dives the GP and gets the kill as well.
That was a solo kill from Kennen over there.
Yeah, this is getting bad for DF. They really need to think about what they're gonna do from this point onwards. And they are setting up a death brush. Kiana uses her. Oh, still doesn't manage to spot them. She did use the sweeping trinket, but still didn't realize that they were there. Unfortunate for the Kiana.
The moment she realized it was already late, actually.
Exactly. The Nico route had already landed and the Evelyn was just there to finish it off.
So the blue team is now ahead by 5k goals, I guess, and they have lost their mid third.
Okay, Evelyn is just looking for kills right now in the middle of two turrets, just harassing the GP. GP does play for one that doesn't see her though. Okay, he trades a bit of damage, and Evelyn is probably gonna back off. LeBlanc is coming there though. Okay, they might go for a fight here. And that is a big shutdown on the Evelyn if they do manage to get it. LeBlanc is still looking for her, but he does manage to make it out. Oh boy, Nico with the teleport lands the root on the Kiana and kills her off. LeBlanc goes in, gets the shutdown on the Evelyn. That is big for them, but another root from Nico will probably allow them to stay safe. Yeah, Kennen has to flash, but they do stay alive right there. So
I guess the DF should have gone for the regular picks, like the ADC should have gone for ADC and support should have gone for the regular picks. They might have like energized very well, but over here I can see a lot of lack in synergy.
I think the reason for that is that their top laner isn't here today, so they really had to play someone else in the top lane, and I believe they thought that Aldred could do the job for them. And as I'm saying that, he does die to the Morgana.
But he actually tried to get out of there.
Yeah, he used his flash as well, which is gonna haunt him the next time Evelyn finds him, I think. Again, Evelyn just staying in their jungler, just looking for picks if he can find anyone. Lucian trying to go aggressive on the Tristana, but can't really do anything except use his Cutlass and use a few autos. But LeBlanc is heading there, does find the Tristana, who doesn't have her jump. And oh my god, Tristana almost kills out the LeBlanc. And yeah,
it's dead. Dead already, bro. With the 3 hits, the 3 basics with her E is already
Meanwhile, Kiana did land her ult on the Evelyn. The Morgana shield was a bit late there, but Swain is gonna pay for that, I think, with his life.
They shouldn't be chasing off like the opponents right now. I guess they should be focusing on the the objectives at the moment and the vision control. So if they get a pick, they should back off instantly instead of chasing down someone, because they're not actually ahead by kills, or they're not ahead enough to do.
Yeah, and the amount of things they have to expend for just for one kill, like on the Evelyn, they had to use like the Kiana ult, the GP ult. Like if you use all of that for one kill, then you don't really have much left to follow up, right? So after you get that kill, you really should be backing off, as you said.
But still, with all those gangs on the at top, like GP still manages somehow to get more farms than Ken.
I think that's just the ADC main versus the support main coming into play, nothing else. Like the AD carry is supposed to be lasting better than the support.
But the fun part over here is like Evelyn doesn't even care about her farm right now. She's like focusing on catching up the jungle who are left alone. But if she could have focused on her farms, I guess she would have like double the farm of
Kenan going in for another all-in, but he is gonna be weighted towards the red team. That's a good stun he lands. Nico does almost catch him. Okay, that health from GP is just sad. LeBlanc jumps in, tries to get the kill, and does on the Nico, and Kenan will die as well for the double.
That was relics.
Yeah, well baited from the GP, I have to say, really well baited. While they are fighting there, Tristana does get a kill on the Lucian. They did use a lot for that though. I don't really think they can get this third, though. They really should be backing off. Because the Herald has been summoned in the middle lane. They really need to go back and defend that. Because trading off an Ocean Drake for 2 towers in mid lane isn't something that you want to be doing right now. Okay, Evelyn might be caught out right now. Kiana does spot her out with Sweeping Trinket, but backs off, thinking that there might be other team members nearby. So yeah, they did get a kill on the Lucian, but I think that trade, like for the 2 towers, was definitely worth it for one kill.
2 towers and a herald.
Yeah.
So after we seeing like last time we saw like the blue team was behind by 5k gold. Right now it's 700. So
yeah,
the red team actually catched up a lot of the last team fight that happened.
And a lot of that is also the shutdown goal on the Evelyn as well, because they did kill her twice back to back. They did manage to shut her down pretty well, so as long as you can do that, get the shutdowns on the Fed members, you will come back slowly, if not surely. And another tower in the top lane does go down. Kenan takes that up. Objective. Evelyn still wandering around in the enemy jungle looking for picks. That Morgana binding barely missed. Kenan engages on the Swain, and Swain is just dead there. He did not expect so many members of the blue team to be sitting in that brush. Evelyn is behind that tower, but I don't think he should be there. The Kiana ult does miss. GP ult forces a flash from the Evelyn and manages to clear out the wave.
Also the ADC went for the heal over there. down with the hill to save.
Yeah. Meanwhile, LeBlanc was pushing in the bot lane and does have the position advantage. Okay, GP really needs to be careful right there.
The ADC main with the kites, even though he's dying a lot of time, but he is always kiting those Morgana Qs and like the cannon Qs and stuff.
Yeah, he's trying his best to dodge those.
So what I was saying earlier, like when the fight break at top, like Evelyn should have focused on her farm to like get the leads. Okay, they went in for the LeBlanc. Their LeBlanc somehow manages to get out.
But Kiana does die for her though.
Kiana got caught out in the process, and Evelyn.
Yeah, they're underestimating the Nico a bit, I have to say. Like, the CC coming out from the Nico isn't something that you should be, you know, disregarding in the fights. Because you saw how Kiana dashed in there. You can't really do that while you know that the Nico is sitting behind the Evelyn.
That's a different build by Evelyn though. I don't know, like I don't remember the name of that item though, but I haven't seen any Evelyn.
Oh, that's a spellbinder, yeah. You basically go for that just so that you can have more EP. It's basically so that you can one-shot whoever she wants. That's
but
nothing else.
Doesn't that need backup?
Yeah, it does, but you basically get it by casting spells, so if you're an Evelyn and you're clearing your jungle, you can get the stacks pretty easily. The mark goes onto the LeBlanc and the Evelyn damage comes in for the shutdown.
That's 500 shutdown.
Yeah. Again, you see the goal lead has gone up to like 3k.
Team somehow is managing to get up to the lead again.
Swain walks into the Evelyn, should back off. Evelyn uses her ult, but the Kiana is dead again. Okay, now I can say that the Kiana pick hasn't really worked out for them.
That's a 4k again. So it's rising to top and down again and again. The blue team somehow manages to get onto those, like catch up the goal lead, and then again they will lose all of it.
It's basically the Evelyn picks, you know, however she sets up the picks, that's basically it. If you can kill the Evelyn before she can kill someone else, then you're basically good. But if the Evelyn catches you out, then you can't really do anything about it, and you will die.
With the tier 1 and tier 2 tower, like tier 3 and tier 2 towers of bot lane and mid lane are being down, like Evelyn can roam around that jungle as much as she wants without. There's no what's over there.
Yeah, and that's what I said.
That's
like
very scary for the opponent. Walk in the jungle alone.
The blue team getting through the early game with a fed Evelyn and getting those early objectives was, you know, really scary. And right now GP should be really scared because they are heading towards the top lane and this Evelyn is out for blood. And the things are going on the GP, okay. They do miss all of their skill shots though, and the flash as well. Okay, that definitely was not well played from the blue team. They pretty much missed everything. The Morgana binding, the Nico root, the Nico flash ult, a lot wasted there. Evelyn is still going in for the kill, does catch out the GP, his Hex Drinker pops and he flashes out. Evelyn might be caught out right now. The Swain lands his root, uses his ult, but doesn't really have the confidence to go in by himself. Evelyn still jumps in, the Tristana finishes him off. Meanwhile, Kennen flashes in for the kill, but doesn't really get him.
TP never die. Legends never die, bro. Legends never die.
That Hex Drinker is coming in clutch for him over and over again like that. Like twice, I think that Hex Drinker shield saved him with like a sliver of health.
But I really think Swain shouldn't for this. Because Azonia would have been way better for them.
Yeah, the Shurelians helps you gap close, but definitely the Zonia would have helped him more.
As he not ahead or his team not ahead, he's catching them. Or he could have also gone for
The Locket I'm not so sure of, but the Zonia I definitely think so. He should have gone for it. The Locket, the problem with it is it doesn't, scale as well without any health. So if you don't have as much health yourself, the shield is less. Yeah.
I have rarely seen supports buying this.
I've seen a few Sorakas go for this. But yeah, it's not something that you see usually, especially from a Swain. But I guess he's using it so that he can get closer to his targets after using it, which I kind of understand if it's something that he's used to building on Swain, but not something that's common, for sure.
I don't know what Swain is, but the ultimate.
He went for the stopwatch and cosmic insight.
Oh,
That was an all-in mid lane on the Swain, but Tristana gets him really low, and they will look to seize the mid lane turret right now. Because meanwhile, Nico did die from the LeBlanc and the Kiana, just heading up to top lane to kill her off. And this is where the blue team should be backing off, especially Kennen. His team isn't really pressuring mid lane, so he can't really do anything. Oh, Kiana might be caught out. That damage from Evelyn. My god.
Everybody buys X-Ringer of
Yeah.
of the Evelyn.
If the Evelyn had her ult, he would have been dead. No Hexdrinker needed. That's a good binding from Morgana. Will kill out the LeBlanc. Like, if you trade your life for the LeBlanc right now, I think you're happy as the Morgana. GP is trading with the Kennen. I think he should be dead. Evelyn is back though, but I don't really think she can do anything. Tristana gets rooted by the Swain, and Nico coming in from behind. Okay, that's the big flank. Gets the kill on the Lucian, lands a two-man root. The Evelyn comes back in and is just gonna clean up right there. Ooh. That's a really good TP from the Nico coming in with the flank to turn that team fight around in their favor.
From Dastan in a he's using his utility.
Yeah, and they aren't playing around the Nico really. I know they are afraid of the Evelyn and are really wary of her presence, but the Nico in this fight is doing a lot to harm them right now, because the positioning from the Nico, the roots, the ult, that's something they need to be careful of as well.
More like they are getting really cocky to kill Evelyn. They're just running after her again and again, and
it's not cocky, it's more like desperate. They're like desperate to kill out they're desperate to kill out the Evelyn, so they can't really, keep in mind that there's an Nico teleporting behind them.
So with with two items like that down the Hex and Twin Shadow.
Yeah,
that's just the most of the players on.
Yeah, it's annoying to deal with really after she uses those active items and runs at you. The blue team are setting up their vision around Baron side, so that is their next objective that they look for. That damage! Okay, Kennen just flashes in and kills the Kiana even after he uses her ult. Kennen still trying to go in but is gonna die. Nico flashes in, lands the root on the Swain, kills her even without needing her ult. Okay, that was a lot of damage just from the Evelyn ult on the Lucian. And I think, okay, they can't really go for the ban because they don't really have anyone to tank it. And GP is still alive.
I don't get it. How are GP?
He has that Triforce and the Kindle Gem. Okay, Kindle Gem is questionable. I think he's going for a Shojin, which I don't really recommend for a Gangplank, but I guess it's the build that he's going for this game. And as for your question as to how he's so tanky, he did take Overgrowth. So on top of that Triforce and Kindle Gem health, he does have additional health from that rune. Yeah, it has like 200 extra health on him right now.
One is thinking in this way that whenever if actually it goes in for that item, more like he will ult and keep on barrel.
Yeah, he'll spam those barrels. Another all-in on the GP, doesn't manage to kill him. But Evelyn didn't use her ult, still has that for herself. Okay, Nico is just dead. Now they should be looking for more picks. This is their time to go in. Nico... Okay, that's the Kiana, doesn't land her ult. The GP ult used as well to try and kill the Morgana, but they can't. Meanwhile, Kennen is just pushing in the bot lane. Okay, a lot of things going on the Baron. I think DF are just gonna try and force that, but Evelyn is still here and it is a scary Evelyn to deal with. Okay, Kennen going for the all-in on the Gangplank, I think. Okay, gets a lot of damage. Evelyn going in, meanwhile killing off the Swain. They are forced to back off from the Baron. LeBlanc flashes in, but the Tristana bomb is there on her head and... Oh my god!
He did get a double kill from that bomb.
Yeah,
wow.
the Kiana was right beside the LeBlanc with the bomb on her head. That was so unfortunate for the Kiana. So yeah, neither team got the Baron there. Now O.D.S.T are starting the Baron off. I think GP should be heading there. He has his TP. Why isn't GP okay? I guess they're just giving it off for free. The call is to give it up, I guess. Yeah, that's why he didn't bother to. Yeah.
He's not alive and Evelyn is still alive. Like, he doesn't have to do anything. One charm in a game, like whenever he gives that sign of love in a team fight, all just backs off on its own. Don't even take the fight.
Yeah, you just close your eyes and run, man. You can't really do anything.
That was a very poor decision. Up and have 150.
Yeah, exactly. Like, look at what they lost. They lost like 3 kills. They lost their bot lane inhibitor. GP almost died. Like, that's not something that you want, right? They should have just backed off and tried to defend the inhibitor instead.
They could have backed off, or they could have pressured mid. Or of that, but dead, but alive.
Yeah. And even if you manage to get the Baron low, I think Evelyn just straight up walks in, smites and ults and steals it away. Simply because of how ahead he is from the Kiana. I don't think the smite fight would have been even. Okay, Kennen again going aggressive on the Gangplank, does get him pretty low. But Gangplank eats an orange and backs off. Meanwhile, they are starting off the Elder Drake. Okay, this is gonna be really strong for them. They do get it. Kennen should be backing up right now. His team is on the other side of the map. Kennen doesn't realize that the Kiana is walking in behind him. Does not land her on. That's a good Zonya from the Kennen. Does flash away. Oh my god, the damage from the Kennen gets the double. Is looking for the triple and will get it.
That's a 1v3 from Kennen.
Yeah, cool dude coming in with the plays. Evelyn just jumps in and kills the Lucian in 1 second.
I guess and that's a game for the
yeah. That Evelyn pick, man, it worked out for them big time. And the GG is coming out from both the team.
Savage riding over there. Better than TRB. Check IP.
Yeah, definitely some IP checking going on right now.
Our chat is also like talking over there, like, saying like can ensure Brunei Challenger. That actually created a lot of hype, like after those.
Yeah.
Damage.
I'm pretty sure Evelyn is gonna be off the charts.
There goes the Evelyn damage. 34.
Exactly.
34,000.
Cannon is close, but not close enough. I think the Evelyn was the difference maker in this game for sure. Just setting up picks left, right, and center. Like wherever she went, she found the kills that she needed to.
G managed to survive a lot and as far behind.
Yeah, Kiana couldn't really do much, and Lucian was afraid half the time, like to go forward, to walk forward, to do any damage.
And the Swain has more damage than
Yeah.
I guess it would have been better for in different picks. The solution or Kiana.
Yeah, I think the Kiana pick didn't really work for them. Lucian worked pretty well in lane. They did get those early kills, but after the Evelyn started snowballing, they couldn't really do much.
Thanks a lot for being here. We guess we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks a lot, for being here and have casters around. Because most of the time I either be left alone or I don't actually.
It's my pleasure, man. My pleasure. Anyways, good night to all the viewers.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Be sure to subscribe the channel for. Bye bye.